Alright, let's talk about random pick with blacklist. So this question is pretty hard, let's be honest. And you do have a list, which is the blacklist, and you don't want to pick a pick from the blacklist. And you have integer n, and this n will determine like number of the car inside inside this list. And then you don't want to have a value when you pick. You don't want to have a value in the blacklist when you pick. Alright, so let's start coding. I'm going to code while I'm talking. So you do need a render because you are going to randomly pick a car. I mean, pick an integer from the list, right? And also the hash map, right? So this hash map is pretty tricky. I'm using this hash map to store the blacklist car, the blacklist integer, and also I need integer n. The list n is actually determine the size without the blacklist. So I'm gonna say full. I'm gonna traverse the blacklist. Blacklist. And I'm going to just randomly, I'm going to put it and then with a value -1. And so the value is a blacklist number, and the value for the map is actually the index in the list. I mean, when you randomly pick, right, you will definitely get a value, right? And then this value will determine do I have to pick or not. So my m is actually like what the size without the blacklist. Okay, so m minus map.size. So I'm going to traverse the blacklist again. So okay, just without I'm going to just initialize random first. Alright. So for this loop, what do I have to do? If the b is less than n, because we start from 0, right? If b is less than n, then we can actually replace one value for this blacklist number, right? Because we will only pick a car from 0 to m, and then b is less than n, so we need to replace, right? So while map contains key, if you do contain the key from n minus minus, so what is n minus minus? You can say n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1. So what does this mean? If you do contain 7, okay, I mean which means 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Map that contains 6. It's not in the blacklist, right? I can actually replace my current blacklist with the value, right? With the value I have to put. So this is actually the value you swap with the blacklist. So since you are not entering this while loop, right? N minus 1, 7 minus 1 is 6. So whenever you pick 2, you will replace. You will display 7, 6. So you will display 6, and then definitely you need to decrement the n because you already used this value. Then on the next blacklist, which is 3, right? 3 is less than m, right? Because m is actually what? 7 minus 3 is 4, right? So if you do content, so right now is 6 minus 1, which is 5. So 5 is in the blacklist. So you need to decrement the n, so which is 4 minus 1, right? 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. So 5 minus 1 is not enter the while loop. So you will put the blacklist 3 with 4. 5 minus 1 is 4, right? And then this is how it is. And then for the int pick, you just have to what? Just get a random card and then put next in n. And then if map contains key, if the value is in the map, just return map.get. Other than that, you just return what? Return p. You just randomly pick a value between 0 to n. If the p is in the map, which is already swapped with the legal value, then you can actually just return. And I'm going to submit. Oh, I made a typo. So what was this? Oh, I need to initialize map. New HashMap. And here we go. Right. Alright, so let's talk about time and space complexity. For the time, this is actually what all of B, right? It determine the length of the blacklist. And also, I mean, this is pretty much constant, to be honest. And then for the space, it's actually all of n, right? For the worst case. And this will be the solution. And if you are still confused, just follow along the code with the paper. You just have to draw the number out and then follow the code, and then you will be able to solve it. And this is a little bit hard to explain, so it's my apology. So, all right. If you like the video, subscribe, like if you want it, and then I'll see you next time. Bye.